Hello, welcome to Random Record Roulette, where I use the Discogs app on my phone, shake it, get a random record, pick it out from my collection, give it a spin maybe, see if I have anything to say about it. Let's see what we come up with today. Focus. Is it even doing it? It's not doing it. I'm gonna shake again. Go on. It's not doing it. Come on. The new Discogs app update is just driving me insane. This works like 1 time out of 10 suddenly. Okay, whoa. Very interesting. Can he focus? Hello? Hello? Why is it so terrible at focus? Why is everything broken today? Like the app just wouldn't do random stuff. The shaking had stopped working. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you what this is. This is Blut 777 Cosmosophy, and it's a second out of a trilogy. Now wait, is it the third? No, I forget. It's part of the trilogy, but this has very sort of specific and special meaning for me, and I'll bring it out and talk about it a little bit more. So here it is. This is the first edition. It's been repressed a bunch of times. And so Blut is ostensibly black metal, but this record kind of isn't. It is more, I don't know, it's just something else. It's like in between kind of music, which is always super interesting. There's now a dog walking around here. Hello. It's a gatefold, but it's just one record, so the first is empty. And as always with Blut, there's a bunch of like vinyl color pressings, and like everyone these days, they're gonna milk the fans for buying every edition. This is the original white pressing. What do I say about this? It is, I mean, it's metal, but it's kind of slow. I don't even remember if there are any vocals on this. This is, I think, mostly instrumental, and it's super hypnotic. But the rhythms are a little bit more intricate than just, I'm going to repeat the same 4/4 riff forever, like a lot of sort of hypnotic black metal does, which is also fine. I enjoy a lot of that kind of stuff too. It uses very interesting harmonies, I think. Rhythmically, it is interesting in that it feels a little bit kaleidoscopic. I actually haven't like analyzed like what is the meter in this, and it's not like it's some math rock kind of thing. It's just that it is not as obviously a single bar of riffs just repeated. Like the overall structures are really compelling, and so I bought this when it came out. I like pre-ordered this. That's why I have the original white version. Oh, it says there's a poster. Is there a poster? Where's my poster? Oh, the poster's, and that's why it's so it's a gatefold, but the poster is in the first side. And I guess it's just the album cover, but bigger. Nice. I mean, I have a bunch of records that come with a poster. I have put 0 of those on my walls. They're all they're all in these sleeves. So I'm not a big poster guy in that sense. I also don't have the wall space in here. Too many records. I keep talking about other things than the music because I realize it's difficult to explain the music. I love this record. Like, start to end, it's fantastic. Like, excellent pick by the Discogs app once it realized I was trying to shake it. Please, Discogs, if someone working there sees this, fix your app. This new update doesn't work. This whole series relies on me being able to shake the app and get a random record, but I had to do it like 20 times now before I got one. Anyway, again, I keep talking about something other than the music on here. It is metal, it is using metal elements, but it is in terms of composition not like any metal I can think of to compare it to. It is a lot more like post-rock, kind of. I'm not going to be able to put big chunks of the song in this video because I'm gonna get a copyright strike on this, but I will link to it so you can stream it and listen to it elsewhere. In the comment there will be like title, because you shouldn't use Spotify. If you don't know why you shouldn't use Spotify, just Google that a little bit. But so title, great streaming service, recommended. I'll put a link to Bandcamp and a YouTube video, whatever, so you can listen and potentially buy if you want to. So anecdote time. I have been into the original Doom game since I first got my hands on it in like February of '94. It came out December 10th, 1993, the shareware version. And in February of '94, I got a hold of a pirated copy of the full thing, all 3 episodes of the original game, and I became obsessed with that game. Later that spring, in I think May, people had started to decipher the map format for the levels inside of the game, and built editors so that you could build your own levels and then walk around inside of them in Doom. And that was just the most mind-blowing, awesome thing I had ever seen. Also because Doom was unlike any game up until that point. It broke new ground in an incredible array of ways. And I got really hooked on mapping for Doom. And of course I sucked at first, but eventually I sort of got the hang of it. And other people have created incredible things using this game. There was a level that came out in 2012, I think, which has to be close after this came out. What is the date on this? What was the date on this? Yeah, 2012. So Doom doesn't play music in a traditional music format. It uses sort of a MIDI format, or a sort of simplified version of MIDI, even with just notation, and then you assign sounds to it at playback on device, so you're not storing the actual waveforms, which makes the file smaller. But it also means that the sound is kind of dumbed down and Muzak-like. But there was a level released in 2012, I think, that uses a MIDI version of one of the tracks from this record. And I thought that was super awesome because, like, oh, hey, here's someone else who likes both Blut aus Nord and Doom. When I, after like an 18-year hiatus, released a level in 2018, I did the same thing. I used a MIDI rendition of one of the tracks from this album, a different track from this album, to accompany the level because I felt it really suited it. It's really immersive music. It's really sort of evocative soundscapes in terms of the harmonies, in terms of the rhythms, and the sort of almost fractal repetition of the patterns in the song really fits with the game, I think. An extra layer of sort of relationship I have with this record. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna, I mean, I don't know if I can play a little bit on here, but that makes no sense really, because like you need to be steeped in these sounds. Like the repetition is the point, like the temporal quality, like the passage of time in the music is so crucial. You can't just drop the needle somewhere and like, yeah, I get what this is about. No, you need to sit inside of it and like let it affect you over time. So just go to one of the links in the description to this video and listen to the full thing, or take at least one track and listen to that. Strongly recommended. I think this is super powerful stuff. Bonus points today, if anyone knows what shirt I'm wearing today. I think I picked the most obscure one for today's video. Not black metal, that's a clue. And so, one last thing then about black metal. So black metal, isn't that the stuff where they murder each other and burn churches? Yeah, that happened. Why would you listen to black metal? Aren't you supporting really bad people? Sometimes that is a side effect of this, but that's also a side effect of a lot of music, if you've been paying attention. So I have made, but at the time of recording, not published, a video about black metal and why anyone would listen to it. So I will post that as well. So I'll post this, I'll post that video. And if you're curious about this style of music, or this is in the very outskirts of that style of music, but if you have questions about that and wonder why a seemingly well-behaved and super nice person like me would listen to very dark and evil music, then give that video some of your time. I hope that will be interesting. Yeah, this is just a fantastic record. Like really, really good. Like super rewarding for repeat listens too. Get this, like mega recommended record. Also, Blut Nord have not, to my knowledge, burned any churches or murdered anyone, so relatively safe considering the genre. Just released a new album, or a first track from a new album, like this week, I think. I did pre-order the ultra limited colored version this time because it didn't sound like the part of his repertoire that I liked the most. Anyway, rambling video. I don't know how I can salvage this in the edit, but that's it for today. Go listen to this, buy some records. See ya.